Hi, my name is Ronnie and I love to read, and since this is going to be a very long video, this intro is going to be like so quick. This is my BookCon haul. It's really late. I'm really sorry. That's it. Let's go. So most of this stuff is books, some of it is bags, and then there's some other random miscellaneous swag I collected throughout the weekend. So let's just go right into it because I have this huge crate right here. And I don't know what we're going to find in it. We're just going to dive in, see what we find. So the first thing is this like beach bag, like drawstring bag type thing. It was for the book Undertow, and I have a signed copy of this book, but that's not, it's in there somewhere. Next I got this really cool Shadowhunters lanyard. It says The Dark Artifacts, Lady Midnight. I wore it the entire weekend, and then the pass is just the Judy Blume thing. So something they were handing out, like in the very beginning and then like all throughout the weekend were these Epic Reads bags, and on the back it says book shimmy, which I thought was pretty funny, even just pretty funny. I think I have a few of these, so I'm not going to show you the other ones. Something that was really cool was the First in Line thing. They held a breakfast I went to and like all this stuff. So basically, it's this bag, and it says, I read blank before you did, and you fill it in yourself. And I read The Fault in Our Stars before you did, because I did. And then there's also a lot of pins on there, and I read We Were Liars before you did. I read Another Day before you did. I read All the Right Places before you did. I read Everything before you did. I read The Maze Runner before you did, which isn't actually true, because I'm so behind on The Maze Runner. But yeah, I just thought this was cool. Back is just First in Line. So great. First book that we have in here is on the top because I've started reading it. And that's the Maze Runner collector's edition. It has the Maze Runner and then also the Scorch Trials, and then it has like the Maze Runner Files or something. Like that. I don't know. I started reading this a couple days ago. I'm only on page 43 because I haven't been reading it that much. This book was signed. I got it signed at the First in Line breakfast type thing that I went to on Sunday. So the next two things aren't actually books that I received, but I did get them signed, and I didn't get them signed in like an autograph type situation. I believe that I talked about it in my BookCon like video that I ran into, or my mom kind of stalked the C-SPAN set when we found Sarah Dessen and Gail Forman, and Sarah Dessen signed my like ancient copy of Along for the Ride. She signed it to me. And then something I was very excited about because I loved this book was I got Gail Forman to sign this, and it says, "To Ronnie, we are here," and then she signed it. So then I have another First in Line bag, and I didn't fill it in because I couldn't find the Sharpie, but it sounds like there's something in here, so let's see. There are some pins, some more like I read blank before you did pins. Yeah, so that's it. That's all that's in there. Got this really cool Peanuts read bag. It's just kind of cute. I guess it's supposed to be like a promo for their new movie that's coming out. But there are books based that are Peanuts books, so this next book was something that I just grabbed because it was like, take this, and it's not a YA book. I think it's an adult book, but it looks really interesting. It's called Eeny Meeny, and it's about some sort of serial killer who kidnaps two people who care about each other very much and locks them somewhere with a gun, and if one of them kills the other one, then the one who murdered the other one gets to live, and so it's about this detective who's going on trying to solve this case. And then because I've read so few Sarah Dessen books, we picked these up shortly after BookCon because I really need to get more into Sarah Dessen. I've loved what I've read of her, but it's not much. Then I got this really cute I Heart Books, and it was from Quirk Books. So then these aren't books, but this is a 2015 new title showcase, and this is just a Book Expo America thing, but what it did tell me was BEA will be in Chicago, and I don't know, it's kind of far from me. And then I got a backlist catalog from Abrams. This was one of those, like, spin the wheel, win an arc type thing. And I won this one, and there's one in here that my mother won. She spun for and won. This is After the Red Rain. I have no idea what this is about, but it's a post-apocalyptic novel with a cinematic twist. And then I just have this little book. I guess it's a children's book. It's The Little Prince. This is reflective, and I can see myself. It's not a pretty sight. I have never really understood what this book is about, but apparently it's some sort of classic. So when my mom saw it, she grabbed it. Next, I have a book that I actually bought, and I had a very fun conversation with this girl. She had hair, her hair was dyed, and so I commented on her dyed hair, and she commented on my dyed hair, and we talked about how my mom did my hair, and then she was like, oh, I gave in and got it professionally done, and we laughed about it. But I bought this book. They weren't giving this away, and it's The Fangirl's Guide to the Galaxy, a handbook for girl geeks, and it's signed. It says, Ronnie, stay rad. Now, the next thing, if you went to BookCon, I can almost guarantee that you got one of these. It's this, and before I even tell you what it is, this is a hardcover ARC, and I don't have the most experience with ARCs, but what I'm told is they're rarely hardcover. And look how pretty and cool it is with the dust jacket on. Well, it's even cooler without it. Protection. So we're keeping it on. I have no idea what this is about. It's Illuminae, the Illuminae files _01. Brace yourself, you're about to be immersed in a mindscape that you'll never want to leave. That's Marie Lu. I trust her. It's written by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So, I don't know. Then, after going to a panel with Gayle Forman, I realized that I am such a fake Gayle Forman fan, because I haven't even read Just One Day with the Companion, Just One Year. I felt very fake, because Gayle Forman, I really love her. I read If I Stay, Where She Went, I Was Here, but I haven't read, like, the core, like, thing everything talks about. So I'm definitely very excited to read this. Next, I got an ARC of Everything Everything, which is the first novel by Nicola Yoon, and she was there, so she signed it. Signed it with a fun purple marker, so that makes me very happy. I'm very excited to read this. This comes out September of this year. I think this is going to be big. It's about this girl who is allergic to everything, and then she falls in love, and problems. So this next book actually caused me to buy another book when I got back from BookCon, or my grandmother bought it for me. Thank you, Grammy. I love you. So it's Another Day by David Levithan. I can never say that. It is a sequel to Every Day, which is what I had my grandmother buy. This is an ARC. This is basically Another Day is this book told from the point of view of the love interest in this book. And then I got a signed copy of All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven and Ronnie Make It Lovely, and then she signed it. So I feel like a lot of people have already read this book. I just think the cover's so pretty. I've been staring at it in the bottom of this crate, and I'd be like, I have to make this video just so I can get to that book, because I want to read it really bad. And this was the one that I got when I spun the thing. It's Not If I See You First. It's an ARC again, and it's going to be published December of 2015. And Everyone Has Secrets. Everyone is a secret. So it's about a blind girl. I'm sorry, I haven't looked at this, so I can't really tell you much about it. But Not If I See You First. I am excited. And then finally, it's a full circle ending, because I first showed you the bag that went along with this, but Undertow by Michael Buckley, and he wrote To Ronnie, Stay Off the Beach, which I will not be doing because it's summer now, and the beach is all I can think about. So that would be everything that I got at BookCon. So until next time, bye.